What's up guys, today we look at Van Damme's famous splits. Jean-Claude was the first action movie star that brought the splits to the cinemas, and this made him so unique in the movies. Let's take a look at his famous movie splits. In No Retreat, No Surrender, Van Damme fights in a full contact kickboxing tournament. It's in the ring that a young Van Damme at 26 years old shows us his pose for the first time in a movie. In Bloodsport, Van Damme was the big star, where we see all his athletic abilities. He hangs in his favorite position on ropes between trees. He also lands onto a splits position while training. The most memorable splits is done between two chairs. Jean-Claude is meditating in his famous pose and is preparing for the next fights. The sumo fighter drags him into a splits, and it's also the sumo guy who gets punched in the groin by Jean-Claude while he is in his favorite position. When splits, and at the time of impact you can clearly see the leg. In the movie Black Eagle from 1988, we will see Jean-Claude a few times in his famous pose. There are two fight scenes with Kosugi. While he fights, he quickly lands into a splits to dodge the kicks from Kosugi. In CYBORG, a 1989 American martial arts cyberpunk film, Van Damme does the splits only one time. When he is chased by pirates, he flees through the sewer, and it is there where he awaits the first pirate in an ambush. He places himself in a splits pose between two walls. In Kickboxer, Van Damme learns Muay Thai in the jungle of Thailand. He wants to take revenge on Tong Po, who broke the spine of his brother in a fight. He learns Thai box from Xian Chow. The training is very hard, and it is there where we see Jean-Claude being pulled into a splits. During the famous dance scene in the pub, Van Damme does also the splits while dancing. He punches someone in the face while he is in his favorite pose, and in a fight he jumps into a splits while kicking two guys. In Double Impact, a movie from 1991, we see Jean-Claude in the famous and charming scene where he is in the ballet class and shows his amazing flexibility during a stretching session. In TIMECOP, Van Damme shows his splits two times. First time in a fight he lands into a splits pose, and he escapes an electrocution weapon while he jumps in the splits on the countertop. In Double Team, a movie from 1997, after he was terribly wounded, Van Damme will rehab and work out in a recovery center. We see him practice a wall splits. In Replicant, a movie from 2001, Van Damme will perform a split while he mimics the images he sees on the television screen. We see him walking on his hands, and from handstand he lowers himself into a planche and then he performs his famous pose. He plays a replicant version of a very bad person, a double of himself. His acting performance is very precise and he plays the role of a psychopath very well. In Pound of Flesh, a movie from 2015, we can see a spectacular splits during an action scene while Van Damme hangs on a car. Van Damme is already 55 years old in this one. Okay guys, these were most splits that we can see in Van Damme's movies. He did also numerous splits in commercials and interviews. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite Van Damme splits. Let's watch and enjoy some more photos of his famous pose. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Thanks for watching and have a most pleasant day.